Hello, Assalamu alaikum guys. How are you today? We are back on track, and finally we are in good hands, and university has transferred all online education system on Google Classroom because people were facing a lot of issues on LMS system, and it was new for everybody. Like administration was not aware of such things like disasters, the coronavirus pandemic, and teachers and students were also not ready for this system. And because it was a huge load on the website, people were having so much issues. So finally university transferred everything on Google Classroom, and I hope this will work in a good way. So today I think it's the first lecture after university was closed a few weeks ago, and we were about to go for midterms before this was happening. So we will start from there, from that point onwards, and then before going ahead I want to recap everything what we did so far and what we want to go in the future. So initially we started off with defining decentralization, and we studied what was the idea behind the decentralization, what is decentralization and how it works. Especially we studied initially Pakistan, and we studied how Pakistani decentralization system works, and then we moved to other countries, and then we studied few other countries like South Africa, Turkey, US, India. We focused on India especially, and we spent almost 1.5 week to study India, and then we opened the debate in the classroom, and then we shared few videos as well and articles and so many things to get a deep understanding about the decentralization system in India. So I want to take you further ahead from that point onwards, and before going ahead I want to discuss about the midterm, what we decided to do in the midterm, to give you 3 questions, 10 marks each, and you had to write a brief note on those 3 questions. So what we can do, we can transfer those questions into assignments, and while you're sitting at homes enjoying your time, watching movies and playing games online, or maybe you're cooking or something like that you're enjoying. So at the same time I want you guys to write something on decentralization, and I decided to give you 3 different assignments, which was initially the question. The first question was about the decentralization in Pakistan. So how the system works in Pakistan. So I can give you the question. So you can just write something on that and just upload for this week. Okay. So my question was write a note on governance decentralization in Pakistan. So what you can do, you can actually write a brief note on decentralization in Pakistan, decentralization, the governance decentralization, the idea of decentralization in Pakistan, how it works, like how central government has delegated its power to provinces and then to the local governments at the Union Council level. So just write a note and send it to me, and we are going to decide how we will evaluate this system, because it's very new for everybody. very new to teachers, very new to students, and university administration is going to decide what they can do so that they can secure both sides, like university side and student side as well. Because I know a few students who were attending their last semester. It was their last semester in the university, and it's a bad luck for them as well. But you know, it happens. It's life. So don't worry about that. So stay focused and continue working on your life. So in the meantime, while you're sitting at home, what you can do, you can just watch movies, and you can enhance your skills by learning new things at home. And like I'm learning how to cook, I'm learning a few more things inside of farming, gardening. I have produced a few things at home. And then as you know, I have a small studio at home, and I'm making few videos about research. And recently I have uploaded a video on how to write research proposal, academic research proposal. So you can do the same thing, and academically you can enhance your skills, and you can start working on some paper, your research idea. Because I used to discuss with students at university, and they had beautiful ideas to write articles. So I will suggest, and I will highly recommend you guys to write something of your choice. Like if you want to conduct research on environment and how this pandemic situation has impacted the environment positively, because we can see clearly in the sky during the night time, and stars are more shiny, and the sky looks beautiful during the night time. So you can work on environment, and you can actually work on health system. You can study the stats which are coming from different countries and how they are coping with this situation, and you can link that with decentralization as well. So how people have actually controlled, for example, in case of South Korea, they have successfully controlled their situation, pandemic situation. So you can study South Korean system, that how they have controlled this system with the help of their health, with the help of their local governments. So in the same way, like China has controlled over this pandemic situation, and how they have controlled this situation, and they have opened up the Wuhan city again, and life is going on there normally. People learn how to live with coronavirus. Like it's a coexistence. We have to live with this coronavirus for the rest of our lives, because we cannot control it, because it's so contagious, it's so dangerous, so contagious. So we have to learn how to coexist with coronavirus, like we did with flu. As you know, flu had killed millions of people in the history. Like if you go back in 1918, it killed millions of people at that time, and the situation was worse at that time because we didn't have this scientific revolution at that time, and we are more equipped now. So we can learn lessons from history, and we have to create an environment of coexistence. Like we have to live with this virus, and how can we practice social distancing while working in our offices, while studying at university, and our government is also struggling to handle with this situation, because we have so many constraints like financial issues and so many other issues right now, political issues as well. So I want you guys to write something on governance decentralization in Pakistan, and I will also go through the idea of decentralization once again, because I know you guys may be having difficulty at home, especially in studying, and you might have forgotten whatever you have learned in the first 3 or 4 weeks. So I will actually go through again about the idea of decentralization in the next video, because it will be a very long video. So I will cut it down into 2 parts, and then I will upload on Google Classroom. So now onwards we will continue working on Google Classroom, and I will continue uploading the stuff online. And we have not decided to evaluate you guys. We will work on the assessment process. How will we assess you guys? So don't worry right now, and keep working on enhancing your skills, and keep working on your daily routine. So don't worry. Let me make another video, and I will cover the idea of decentralization in that video. Okay, stay tuned. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.